I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and predict whether Bitcoin will really hit $100,000 in the next 6 months. Let's see if I'm right. The idea of Bitcoin reaching $100,000 in just 6 months has been a hot topic in the crypto community lately, and for good reason. If it does happen, it would be one of the most incredible price surges in the history of cryptocurrency. There are a lot of skeptics out there who think this prediction is nothing more than a pipe dream. They point to the challenges that Bitcoin still faces, from regulatory uncertainty to scalability issues, and they say that these problems will prevent it from reaching such an astronomical price. Some even argue that Bitcoin's lack of intrinsic value means it's fundamentally flawed and will never be able to sustain a price that high. Of course, there are also those who think that the price of Bitcoin is entirely driven by speculation, and that it's just a matter of time before the bubble bursts. They see the current price as a result of hype and FOMO, rather than any real substance or value. And then there are the die-hard Bitcoin maximalists who are convinced that it's going to the moon, no matter what. Despite all these differing opinions, the fact remains that Bitcoin's price has been steadily increasing over the past year, and there are some very real factors at play that could drive it even higher. We're seeing more and more institutional investors getting into the game, and this influx of big money is having a profound impact on the market. One of the main drivers of Bitcoin's price is, of course, institutional investment. As more and more big players start to take Bitcoin seriously, we're seeing a huge amount of capital flowing into the market. This is particularly significant because institutional investors tend to hold onto their assets for the long term, rather than trading in and out on a whim. That means they're providing a level of stability and depth to the market that we haven't seen before. Another key factor is the current market trends. We're seeing a shift towards alternative assets and away from traditional stocks and bonds. This is driven in part by the current economic uncertainty, as well as the desire for diversification and hedging against inflation. As investors look for new ways to grow their wealth, they're increasingly turning to cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin is the biggest and most well-known player in the space. Global economic conditions are also playing a role in Bitcoin's rise. With central banks around the world printing money like crazy, the value of fiat currencies is being eroded, and investors are looking for a store of value that can protect their wealth. Bitcoin, with its fixed supply and decentralized nature, is seen as a hedge against inflation and government intervention. All of these factors combined have got me convinced that Bitcoin is headed for the stratosphere. But there's one piece of evidence in particular that really stands out to me. It's the fact that the majority of Bitcoin's supply is currently being held in cold storage, rather than being actively traded. This suggests that the people who own Bitcoin are holding onto it for the long haul, rather than trying to flip it for a quick profit. This is significant because it means that the current price of Bitcoin is being driven by a small percentage of actively traded coins. As more and more people start to take an interest in Bitcoin, and the market starts to grow, the price is going to be driven upwards by the sheer weight of demand. And with the majority of coins being held in cold storage, there simply isn't enough supply to meet that demand, which is going to drive the price even higher. Furthermore, the fact that people are holding onto their Bitcoin for the long term suggests that they're not just speculators looking to make a quick buck. They genuinely believe in the potential of cryptocurrency, and they're willing to hold onto it even when the price dips. This is a sign of a mature market, and it's something that I think is going to drive Bitcoin's price to new heights. Finally, I think it's worth noting that even if Bitcoin doesn't quite reach $100,000 in the next 6 months, it's still going to be an incredibly exciting time for cryptocurrency. With all the developments happening in the space, from decentralized finance to blockchain gaming, there's so much potential for growth and innovation. So, to recap, we've looked at the challenges facing Bitcoin, the factors driving its price upwards, and the evidence that suggests it could reach $100,000 in just 6 months. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just getting started in the world of cryptocurrency, it's an incredibly exciting time, and I hope you're as pumped as I am. What do you guys think? Is Bitcoin going to hit $100,000, or is it just a pipe dream? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other video on cryptocurrency trends and analysis. Thanks for watching.